when you know that like the walls that we're building, you know, I know it's a touchy subject, but like we're building all these new walls, at least when Trump was president, and
Yeah, that was a while ago, dude.
but if you think about it though, you look at these walls, like they've got aerial footage where like it just stops.
Yeah. Well, that's because they stopped.
It's just like a chunk of wall that is obviously not going to stop anyone. It's like, you know, come on.
That's because they stopped. That's why.
Understandable.
But like, every country has like walls typically. You know, like fucking China's got a Great Wall
right.
to keep the Mongols out. Like,
Yeah.
fucking. I mean, I'm sure that doesn't go around all of China. I'm not sure, but you have borders for a reason. You know, like there are reasons why you have borders. Like the fucking Vatican has gigantic walls that go around it. It's ridiculous to say, you know, that you can have a place in this day and age and not, like, even back in the day there were reasons. Like, you'd get fucking murdered. Like, people would team up and just murder you if you let everybody in without knowing who it is.
Absolutely.
Like, that's kind of like why.
There's reasons for it. Exactly.
It's like, fuck, man. And like, I mean, taxes is bullshit in general, but that's a whole other thing.
But how do you go around it? Like, you know, they come from these other countries. Like, I noticed a lot of like El Salvadorian and stuff lately. But like, they come into our country, and when I go to apply for a job, they need, you know, your work history, your date of birth, your social security number. I mean, like all these things that these people just don't have.
Yeah.
They just don't have it.
Yeah. Well, that's a great point. Is like that basically forces them to do illegal shit. It's
and get paid under the table and
right. Well, yeah, which is illegal. But although I'm not against that, because I'm against taxes in general. But
Agreed.
But literally, what it does force them to do is if they want money, now you have to do shit illegally. Which typically most people, when you think of illegal things, you think of selling drugs. Right. It's like selling drugs. They're going to join the Sinaloa cartel that's already set up shop here.
Human smuggling.
Yeah, just all of the normal shit.
Right.
It's fucking hitman, fucking all the fun stuff. all the shit that I like to do on Saturdays. Right. That's fucking... But yeah, I don't know.
Well, I was just going to say, it's kind of like locks on the door, you know? They really only stop honest people. And that's how they crept in. We allowed them to come in. And
we basically forced them, or at least welcomed them.
Yes.
It's I don't know. That's ridiculous. I saw a thing about like how immigrants come in now.
Yep.
And because I think like China actually, because it's not just like Mexican, it's like everybody. It's like all over.
For sure.
And there was this thing. And it was like a sheet of paper, and it was from, I think it was from China or something. Okay. Because it was something, but it wasn't just China. It was like there were different groups of people with like, you know, you've got fucking Chinese, and then you've got, you know, Hispanics and whatever, right? Yes. And it was in each of their languages, and there were a bunch of these pamphlets, and it basically told them, this is how you go, like this is how you go to this place and you talk to this person and it's going to cost you this much. Wow. And then when you get to there, it's like each, depending on where you lived, they had a perfect, like
that's amazing.
Perfect route with all the people to talk to, all the things to do, the money, the this, the that. Yep. Then when you get to America, this is what you say. This is how you get into this section. This is how you get away. It's like, dude, who the fuck wrote that? Yeah. And it's like for everybody.
Right. Well, it doesn't really surprise me though, man. Honestly, it's sad and it's like kind of angering to see and hear. You know, that we basically allow that to happen. Like you said, like we're almost asking them to come.
Well,
you know?
that's what that is. You're not even inviting them. You're giving them. It's like you're giving people the. I don't know what I would call that, but it's
like an invitation. It really is.
it's more than an invitation. It's an invitation, and it's probably some money, or it's like an incentive.
Oh,
it's
yes,
like, hey,
yes.
you can come here, and also here's the roadmap. This is the way so that you can never get caught with anything. Nobody's ever gonna find you because this is the secret route to take that nobody can hurt you. It's like it's way worse. And when you get here, this is what you say to get all of these things.
This is who you go to, like you're saying. It's spelled out perfectly.
Yeah, it's more than just like I don't know what I would call that, but it's not just an invitation. It's fucked. It's crazy, man. I don't know. Like, people should be able to go to places, but it's like it's a whole other thing. Like, it's kind of so. A while ago now, maybe I guess not a while ago. Like maybe like 6 months ago, I saw this interview with this guy, and he was talking to another guy, and the one guy he infiltrated the Sinaloa cartel.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he that's like the El Chapo cartel.
Right.
And so he infiltrated it, and he said, I don't know how he got out. Like, I don't know how you get out of something. Like, you probably just ran.
Lord knows.
Dude. But like, they'll find you. Dude, I saw this hilarious video the other day. It's too bad I couldn't like pull it up. But this guy.
Insert clip here.
Right. Yeah. Not gonna happen. It's gonna take me way too much work. But like, this guy, he was at Walmart, and he was just like playing a joke. Just like had like Walmart cartel. Oh yeah, it's not as. Oh, just pull it. Sorry, you're good. Yeah, there you go. He was like, dude, he was at Walmart, and he wasn't working there, but he had like the vest and shit. Yeah. He like had it modified, and it must have. I don't know if it said something on there, like mafia or something, or if it just had his name.
Okay.
But some guy comes up to him, and he wasn't annoying, really. He was just a guy, and this guy kind of like came up to him and was like, he was like a good-looking, well-shaved, had his shit tucked in.
Yep, like presented well. Like
very presentable. So, and he's like, and just like really, like he could have been like a hitman or something. Sure. Like somebody that like, I would think maybe like military or something. But the way that he presented himself was just like super like serious, but like calm, and he like laughed in such a nice way. Like it was like, it made me laugh, it's funny. And the other guy was hilarious. And this guy comes up to him, and he's like, I'm gonna fucking murder you. He's like, I'm in the Sinaloa cartel, and I'm gonna fucking kill you. And then he's the guy just like went along with it. Yep. And he's like, yeah, well, we're in the Walmart fucking cartel or whatever. Come at me, like, catch me in aisle 13, bro. Yeah, right.
And he's like, twice as many people as you.
Yeah. And he said that he's like, fucking, I got my manager or whatever coming out. He's like, yeah, he'll be 6 feet under too.
Oh wow.
And dude, he just had these like terms for everything. It's like, so if I were to just make some shit up that like I'm a Sinaloa cartel like fucking hitman or gang member or something,
right.
Even if I knew some things, I'm not gonna have something for everything.
Of course not.
You know what I mean?
This guy, not really living that life.
Right. This guy had something for everything, and it was just, it made me like, I'm just dude. Like, I'm like, is this? Because he was like an American white dude.
Yep.
Fucking really white teeth and just almost kind of tan.
Right.
Dressed really nice. Like, I guess, like, maybe. But he was just very, very, and he's like, you better fucking, when I come back, you better remove that name or something. And I'm thinking,
that's
are
wild.
you talking about, is he telling you to change your name? Like, change your name? Or does he have, and then I'm thinking maybe he has cartel, like Walmart cartel,
sure,
or something.
Right.
But that doesn't even make sense because it's like clearly a joke.
I mean, yeah, it could be like a group of small gathering of the Walmart employees that kind of like click up, and they're like, yeah, we're like the.
Well, yeah, but what I mean is like a cartel any cartel in the world isn't going to be offended by you having cartel on your fucking shirt.
Right.
Unless it's like Sinaloa, unless it's their name.
Sure.
And you're not like, you know, blooded in or whatever the fuck the term is for whoever. But so it was funny. But the reason why I got into that was because cartels, we're talking about drugs and how drugs are arming the cartels. And those cartels are killing people. Right now they're killing people in other countries. But where I'm getting at is very soon, if not like tomorrow, it's going to be in our country. And this is for the reason is our country is letting in fucking millions and millions and millions of immigrants from Mexico, like straight from this country. And these cartels are specifically having their hitmen and all of like their biggest dealers and just all of their people, they're setting up fucking networks and shop in America. And it's so bad that like this was like 5 years ago that actually no, maybe it was like 2 years ago. So it wasn't 6 months ago. It was maybe like 2 years ago that I saw this interview. And because you always hear about like the Bloods and the Crips and shit. And how like they're the biggest shit ever. And yeah, for sure they're big. But all like you don't hear much about it too much anymore. And to me, I'm like, I didn't think much of it. And you're always going to hear something with like rappers, and I can go down a whole thing with that. But like, so what this guy said was crazy. He said that basically the Sinaloa cartel, once they got enough of their people in the United States, they were the ones, they were now the big fish, right?
100%.
So they had all the drugs, they had all the guns, they had everything. So now what they did was they literally just went and murdered every other person in every gang. Like just massacre. And you don't even hear about it on TV or anything. Like nobody knows about it, but they just went and murdered fucking everybody. And now they're like, they are the ones. So not only are they in their country, but like they're in our fucking country.
Very deep.
And that gave me like a fucking visual image. Like my brain just gave me a video of just fucking just hundreds of Sinaloa cartel gang members getting in giant shootouts with huge MG32.
Yeah, like mounted on the back of trucks and stuff.
Fucking mounted on the back of tanks, you know, just fighting our army, you know, fighting the fucking U.S. Army in our own country, like in New York City or something.
And it sounds far-fetched, but it's really not.
It's tomorrow.
Realistically, it could be. I
mean,
but it's been swept under the rug for so long, you know what I mean?